And here we are at Foxton Locks. Welcome back to our channel. And if you do watch our videos, I'm sorry for the delay. Life has been so hectic recently. We've arrived at Foxton Locks and it's lovely weather. I hope you've had a good Christmas and a Happy New Year. So we're in 2024 now. This was 2023 and it's summer. And yeah, we're looking down at the locks. We came for a walk round. So Foxton Locks was a rise of 75 feet going through 10 locks. There's 2 sets of 5 staircase locks with a small pound in between, and it's the steepest locks in Britain. So we come and have a look around, and we go in this pub, which is Bridge 61. There's 2 pubs here. There's also the Foxton Inn, which is just across the canal from the Bridge 61. And at the bottom of the locks there's a swing bridge there, and that goes up towards Market Harbour. So I want to have a look at the incline plane. So we go onto this bridge and you can see where the boats would have gone to use the incline plane and get into the caissons. And here's an old photograph of that very spot. And we go and have a walk up to the top of the hill where there's a viewpoint. So on the way up there's some boats that you can look at, and also there's a museum which was closed. And that's the museum. There's a that used to be the older engine housing, and it was a steam-driven winch that used to pull the caissons, and each caisson weighed 230 tons. It's rather pleasant walking up here, although it's a steep hill. It's 75 feet up. And they've left a boat just here. This is where they would have gone into the caissons going downhill, and that's the canal that goes out of the top and heads off towards Watford. So we're here, look, we found a lovely guy that was interested in the drone. So yeah, this is the actual incline plane. There was 2 caissons, and one used to go up and one used to go down, so it used to counterbalance. And here's an old photo of it in action. So I used to be able to fit 2 boats in each caisson. And this is what it looks like now. So it was actually dismantled in 1926. It was sold for scrap for £250. And that's looking down the incline plane, and that's looking at the boat where it would have entered or left at the top. And if they'd made Watford flights into an incline plane as well, they could have got broad boats all the way down to the Grand Union Canal from the Trent. And that was an old photo of what it looked like from the top. Such a pretty sight, and the work that went into building these structures is quite incredible, and how quick they did it. So we had a night at the top of the locks, moored up, and next morning we're ready to go down the locks. So it takes about approximately 45 minutes if you're not in a queue. I've got the windlass today. Carl did Watford Locks, so I'm doing Foxton Locks, and you do get a bit of guidance from the lock keepers as well, which are very helpful. So it took 12 minutes to use the incline plane. And it takes approximately 45 minutes, and I would imagine it's always a bit of a bottleneck here because it's obviously a lot of locks together. So in he comes, and off we go down the locks under close supervision from the lock keepers. Lovely people, and they're very helpful, and it's very important that you do it properly, else you can end up in a mess. You can also flood the pubs at the bottom, or especially the Foxton Inn apparently. So they've got to keep the water levels just right. So down we go. Okay, so it's red before white. It's best to use the smaller one here. Because Foxton Locks opened in 1814, as a lot of the canal did. They must have been very busy building canals at that time in the 1810 to 1814. Built a whole canal in 4 years. So we're coming out of the first lock already, and it's magnificent views from up here. Beautiful. Left on my own to operate these. And we've got to pass a boat in the middle. So the red paddle lets water into the lock below, and the white paddle lets the water into them side pans. So you've just got to get it just right, apparently. You'll see in a minute why. Red before white, be alright. It's lock number 3. There's someone waiting down there. There's somebody waiting.
Yeah.
Down to the next one. So we've got one below us and one coming the other way. I guess I've got to wait for them to shut the gates here before I open the paddles. If I open the paddles now, it wouldn't be good for the boat below. But there's a boat also above us, which is going to create a bit of a problem in a minute. See that boat waiting? Said to do it half.
Sorry?
He said to do it half.
It's got to be done slowly because of the boat.
Right, okay. So we're nearly at the halfway point, and that's the boat that's waiting to come up. So we've all got to go past him before he can carry on. So then the boat above us starts to open the paddles, and this is what happens. Luckily Carl's away from the back of the lock. I think there's just a lot of water as well in the locks already. I'm not sure if that's normal, but if you've got a 72-foot boat, I think I'd be a bit worried. No harm done anyway, so eek. We're at the halfway point now, so Carl's coming past this one. I'm working hard this morning, don't even know what time it is. Look, see if we can get this through here. You got it. So now I've got a bit of help with the gentlemen lock keepers. So it's suddenly got windy down here. Look how fierce that inlet is. I think they might be trying to run a bit of water off from the side pan there. The first one's stiff.
No, the first one's fine. It's the
Second one, oh, you can do that.
second one's actually the road.
Oh, the road one. Oh, I'm not doing that one. Nearly there. So we're talking about the swing bridges, not about the locks. 3 more to go, I think. 3 more, is it?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Just a quick one. Nearly there. Going into the last lock. Want to get that? Come in. Oh right, okay. Better if I was recording. I'm not supposed to get me going around junctions. Looks like it might rain. Oh, it's quite a nice picture. It was a little bit tight going around there with the boats moored up and a bit of wind, but Carl's got it in hand. And we've now made it down Foxton Locks, so off we go to Market Harbour next. So I've only made this video quite short because like I said, I've been struggling for time, so I'm probably going to put a few shorter ones on as we go along. Thank you. Thank you for that. So he goes to empty the rubbish. It's quite full actually. So it's and that's that job done, and off we go. So I hope you've enjoyed this video of us descending Foxton Locks, and I hope you join us next time when we go to Market Harbour. So you take care. Bye.